Hi, and welcome to my channel, Everyday with Jackie. If you're new to the channel, thanks for joining us today. I hope you'll stay. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel and ring the notification bell so you'll know each and every time that I upload a video. And those of you that are returning, it's good to see you as always. Welcome everybody. Now for today's video, I do have a little itsy bitsy mini haul, a little itty bitty one, but I did want to share these items with you before I start demoing them in looks or get ready with me's. So if you're interested in seeing what products I picked up, then you'll have to keep watching. Okay guys, I hope the lighting isn't too terribly bad. This is just really my favorite area to film in. However, because I think it's the color of my walls that make the video seem so dark and the colors off, but please overlook that today because I just got tired of sitting at the kitchen table. Okay, so let's just go ahead and jump on in. Okay, so I just got home from work and actually just grabbed something to eat real fast. And then I wanted to sit down and get this recorded for you. Sorry, I'm so thirsty. So I have a little bit of drugstore because I'm thinking about doing a drugstore full face springtime look. So I picked up some things from the drugstore, and then I also just picked up some stuff from Sephora and Ulta. And guys, you're probably going to talk about me, but I can't help it. Okay, some things I ordered some stuff today on Target, and I did the in-store pickup. So let's just talk about those items first. Okay, so the first product that I want to talk about is I picked up this Fit Me loose finishing powder, and I got it in the shade medium deep, and this is it right here. Now I already have this powder in the shade dark, and I find I have like a lot still left in here. I find that I don't really use this so much because it's a little too dark. And what I mean by that is when I wear my foundation, I don't want to put a powder on necessarily that changes the color of my foundation. So I find that I'm trying to find more powders that are kind of translucent or just have a hint maybe of a shade or color to it. So I did pick this up and I went ahead and dusted it over my face because I was a little shiny when I came home from work. And I couldn't wait to see if this was going to work out for me, because when I saw it, I was like, oh boy, I don't think that's going to work. But actually, it looks just fine. I don't know if I can swatch a powder. This is what it looks like on my hand, on my finger. Let me see if I can just... And I know that really looks light. But like I said, I have it on my face and it just blends right in. Now, so I'm happy to have this and have one that's not so dark. This is what the other one looks like on my skin. This one right here. And like I said, I just, I just didn't want something so deep that it, would change the color of my foundation. When I put foundation on, I generally love the way my foundation looks. So I don't want to change the color of it. I just want to set my face so that I don't get so oily and, just set it so it looks good for the most part of the day. And so this is the, what shade is this? This is the dark, right? Yeah, this is the dark, and this is the medium deep. And that's a big difference between the two. This does, I mean, this looks light and bright. But like I said, I dusted this all over my face. And I think it actually came out looking really well. So I'm happy to have that. I wasn't sure if the shade was going to work. So I said, well, if anything, I could just mix these two together. But, and I still may do that somewhat just so this doesn't go to waste. So I could probably just, you know, use both of them. The next thing I picked up at Target tonight was this Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser Concealer. And I've always wanted to try this. So I didn't know that they had darker shades or deeper shades, or I don't know if this is actually a new product. It says it's a corrector multi-usage. And I don't even know where my scissors are, guys. So, but this says this is a medium to full coverage. And I picked up this product in the shade Tan, which I was just really guessing online. It says instant coverage for under eye concealing, face shaping, and all over face use. So again, this is in the shade Tan. And when I saw it in the store, this was the one product that I really wanted to see right off the bat. No, this was the second. Well, heck, all of them I was a little worried about, actually. Let's see if I can get this open. Okay. So I have it open. And from what I've seen is, yeah, you just click the product. This does look like it's a perfect shade. So here it comes to the top. And oh yes, this is going to be this is the shade right here. This looks like it's going to be perfect for my under eye. Oh yes. This is going to be perfect. So I'm excited to have this. Looks like everything is a win-win so far. And the last thing that I picked up, like I said, I was thinking about doing a look for the spring. Just a full face of drugstore products. And I think I've done a full face of drugstore products before, and I always use that one palette by Milani, because the only other drugstore I have are Morphe and ColourPop. And so I was like, no, let's just go to true drugstore. Because, you know, Morphe and ColourPop are on the drugstore side in Ulta. But I don't know if people consider those really drugstore. So I really wanted to go to like Target or Walmart or my grocery store. So the last thing I picked up is this beautiful palette. It's called Color Story Bright Blooming Pressed Pigment Palette. And this is what this looks like. I think the packaging is so cute. And it comes with this beautiful mirror. And so then these are the shades in the palette. And it has a little plastic over it. And I thought, when I saw this online, I was like, oh, that looks just so springy. Certainly springtime. I think it's gorgeous. So I don't have anything like this. And I don't know if this is what they call a rainbow palette or not, but I just thought it was cute. So I picked this up, and I will do a few swatches. Oh, these shades are so pretty, guys. I don't know if, let me just swatch. The first shade I'm going to swatch is called Dewy. And this is pretty blue right here. Oh, gosh. That feels so nice and creamy. So that shade is called Dewy. And this is Dewy. Next up, let's swatch First Pick, which is this beautiful shade right here. Goes on the eyes better than a swatching, but I'm sure, I have hope that it will. So that's called First Pick. Let's try this pretty shade called Heyday. Isn't that gorgeous? Isn't that pretty? And let's swatch one more. What should we swatch? Let's swatch a matte. This orange shade right here is called Warmth. Let's swatch that. Look at that. So these are the shades that I will be playing with, and I can't wait to jump in. I think these are so pretty. And again, this is called Color Story Bright Blooming Pressed Pigment Palette. So pretty. Okay. So up next, I think that's, oh no, I have one more product that I picked up from the grocery store tonight. And this is also, it's in my other bathroom. This is the Black Radiance Matte Setting Spray. Now, I have the hydrating one that I picked up in February. So, I don't know about where you live, but where I am here in Texas, it's 80-something degrees. And I don't understand what's going on. It is so weird how you can go from, bam, winter to 80-something degrees. And those darn brown, we call them June bugs here. Those brown bugs that fly into you, and they're hard. They are everywhere. Everywhere. Oh my God. When I got out the car in the garage, one flew inside my car. I took the mop and I was hitting it, and I shut the door so it's still in the car. I figured it may just suffocate and be dead by in the morning. So anyway, this is a matte setting spray, and it's drugstore Black Radiance. So I can't wait to try this also when I do the drugstore looks. I had to pick up a matte spray because, like I said, it is hot here already. The air conditioner is already on. I don't know what's going on. So now the next few products that I got, or that I picked up or ordered, I don't know. I can't explain it. I don't know what happened. But I have been wanting to try this by Alamar. And this is the Colorette Blush Trio. And she came out with some complexion products in the way of I think it was a bronzer and a contour and a highlight. And I kept looking at them, thinking I was going to pick them up. I want to see some more people use them, get some more reviews on it, because I haven't seen very many people using it yet. So I want to, check that out before I decide whether or not I want to purchase that. But this is the palette. I have just been so into blush lately, guys. I don't know why. I just brought that blush. Face is itching. I just brought that blush from Black Radiance last month in the shade Brick. And I could have, and yeah, I think that's the one I'm going to use when I do the video. But I couldn't resist this one. I just love it so much. So I haven't even put my fingers in it. So let's just go ahead and swatch. So the first shade that I'm swatching is this one. I think it's called Candela. Oh, that's pretty. This is called Candela. Next, we'll go in with this middle shade right here. And this is called Oasis. And this one is Oasis. And then we have this really pretty one called Deserted. It's kind of like a orange coral shade. It's very pretty. I have been looking at this palette on and off, on and off, on and off. And I'm so happy that I finally pulled the trigger and picked it up. And again, this is by Alamar Cosmetics. This is, if I'm not mistaken, the first product that I've ever purchased from them. And this is just what the back looks like. Okay, now next up, I picked up, because I just feel like I don't have a lot of choices when I do my Shop My Stash. So I picked up, no, I'm not going to show that one yet. I picked up a product by Anastasia Beverly Hills. And this is their bronzer. And this is in the shade Mahogany. Now, I have seen this bronzer in Ulta, swatched it, decided, nah, it wasn't for me. So, I don't know how it ended up at my house. I don't know. But it did. And I'm happy that it did. It's the bronzer that I have on my face today. And this is what the bronzer color looks like. And I know everybody that has this bronzer always talks about how light it looks in the pan. But so I think maybe even when I swatched it, I thought it looked a little light in the store. But actually it has good pigment for, you know, my skin tone. So I will swatch that. But like I said, it's the bronzer that I have on my face today. Can you see? You probably can't even see when I swatch this. You can see just a little bit right here. And again, this is in the shade Mahogany. And again, this is the blush, or what is this? This is the bronzer that I have on my face right now. And again, this is by Anastasia Beverly Hills. And next up, we have another product by Anastasia Beverly Hills. We have this, I told you I've been into blushes. So this is a blush trio. And this is in the shade Berry Adore. And this is what the blush looks like. These are so pretty as well. Let me hold these up next to the Alamar. And what do y'all think? I think the Alamar is so much richer and deeper. So let's go ahead and swatch, but they do have that little corally shade, and that's what I have on my cheeks today. This shade right here. So let's swatch it. And this is called Desert. It's just like Alamar is called Deserted. That same shade, or similar shade. Next up, this middle shade is called Exotic. And it's this one right here. And this is Exotic. And the next shade is called Velvet. So these are the shades from this palette, this blush palette by ABH. And I have one final product. And I was a little mad that I bought it. Wanted to take it back. And then once I started thinking about it, I was like, I'm good to go. Next up, I picked up this powder by Too Faced, and it's called Do You. And when I went to put it on my face yesterday, I was looking at it and I saw all these little flecks, these like shimmer flecks in here. And I was like, oh boy, I didn't mean to buy this. So I was kind of upset. I said, you can't put that all over your face. But when I started actually thinking about it, I was like, well, I can. You know how Fenty and a lot of others have that little, like the little body lavas that go over your body, your shoulders, your décolleté. So I thought I could do something like that with this powder and then maybe just dust it very lightly over my face just in the summertime where, you know, everybody's trying to get their glow on. So when I thought about that, then I wasn't hating the powder so much. So let me swatch it. Oh, maybe not on my face after all, but maybe on the high points of my cheek. But this is shimmery. And I truly did not know what I was buying when I purchased this. I thought, because, you know, in the wintertime, I was like, oh, I don't want to be so dry. I don't want to be matte. So I kind of thought this was like the Becca Hydrofuse, if that's what it's called. I think that's what it's called. I thought this was what this was, but no, honey. This is straight up sparkle. Oh my gosh, see how, look at that. But, let me see. I'm gonna have to get something this summer to cover this up. That's what I was talking about, Rachel. I might get that bronzer to cover up these little lines right here, but look how this will look if I have something sleeveless on. Because this is really pretty. Look at that. So I think this powder would really be great for areas that you want to highlight. I'm liking that. And I'll have to buy that body lava. Look at that. So any area that you want to highlight, I think this would do it. So I'm kind of looking forward to using this. I mean, this is just a highlighter. Look at that. Straight up. Yeah, okay, so I'm loving that. So I'm not mad about this anymore. So yeah, I will get some use out of this. This is, again, by Too Faced. It's called Do You. And this is, says Translucent Radiant Caramel is the shade. So I have that. And again, this is a swatch on that. So I'm not mad about that anymore. So that completes the items that I picked up in this little itty bitty mini haul. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing the items that I purchased, and I hope that when I do the spring look with drugstore makeup, I hope everyone will tune in to see that video. It should be coming up soon. I don't know when I'm going to film that, maybe next week. But that completes today's video, my little mini haul. I hope you enjoyed it. And again, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, I hope you'll do so. Ring the bell again, and you'll know each and every time that I upload a video. And please go ahead and share the channel. And lastly, please know that you're always welcomed and wanted here on my channel. And with that said, everyone have a fantastic evening, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, everybody. Bye.